wasn't expecting to receive VIP shrine visitors during downtime. So I suppose you're here just to visit me. What a smooth talker. Though your eyes do not lie as convincingly as your still, your answer. So tell me.
We heard the Shogun decided to take a break, and since then the thunderstorm around Inazuma has gotten wild. Rumor has it that the thunderstorm is affected by the Shogun's will, so people are worrying that...
All right. Since the battle, the...
What?
Her power was already on the decline. The defeat was a heavy blow to her. It also didn't help that I forgot to bring her some tricolor dango and light novel. Oh, the poor thing. Without desserts and books to...
You expect us to believe that a god would...
Too indignant. Consider the fact that your concerns sound every bit as nonsensical to me as that blatant lie did to you. A seeks eternity. To her, mortal lives come and go in the blink of an eye. Of what consequence to her are mortal concerns for her well-being? I don't know the details. She said she wanted to rest, and I have nothing pressing that requires her attention. I have heard about the thunderstorm, though. As to the cause, it is not inconceivable that, as you suggest, her will has wavered some. I am the only one in all of Inazuma. But tell me, why should this concern me? Here is the pass permit. Show it to...
Thanks, Meek.
My question was in jest, but since you answered it in earnest... Oh, and don't forget to return the pass permit to me.
The almighty Shogun has requested solitude. No visitors allowed.
Oh, we've got a pass permit!
Don't be ridiculous. Lady Guji never gives her... Guji-ai is only authorized to hold that pass... Wait. This is... authentic. Understood. Then as the Shogun has... Apologies. Please proceed. Since the Shogun is resting at this time, please be especially respectful and make sure your behavior is impeccable.
Look how she's pacing back and forth. Don't you think she looks a little anxious?
How did you get in? Trespassers are to be...
Wait, no, it's us! We made amends, didn't we?
Denied. Use of force has been... Anyway, be gone. Do not disturb my solid. That is of no concern.
What do you make of this? She's acting strange, huh?
This body has no need of rest. But I am an assistant.
Paimon gets it. But why? Surely you go... She's got plenty of space in there.
I do as she wishes. I can say no more than this. I cannot. In my current state, even if I am currently unwilling to deal with any business... It has been forbidden.
What should we do? It feels like this conversation...
Oh, it's you two. The Shogun can't do much at the moment. Come straight in and see me. It's not your first time. I don't...
So, is the Shogun broken?
Don't worry. The Shogun's not broken. I've just... Currently, the Shogun is unable to handle any business and cannot appear as me. So the easiest solution was to announce that I am resting. As I said, I need to think about Inazuma's eternity, but the Shogun is still running based on her old rules. I can't...
Have you tried turning it off?
No. She was not created. Furthermore, I had even predicted at the time that I may wish to modify the Shogun's operational rules at some point in the future. However, such change... That's why the Shogun has a robust system to safeguard against modification. It's also to protect against... For now, while I figure out the form that eternity should take, it's more effective for me to temporarily disable some of the puppet's functions.
Oh, Paimon gets it now! The thunderstorms is getting...
The thunderstorm is getting up.
Huh?
I see.
You can fix it.
It's just a minor error. This kind of thing was bound to happen. A small modification to the Shogun. Don't look at me like that. I've never had to tinker with the Shogun before, and she's very complicated. It's practically inevitable for something to go wrong when you start. Yes, that's it.
That's fine. Just as long as you can fix it is all.
Not much. As before. But there is no urgency. To reach an ill-conceived verdict in haste, just...
If everyone sees that the Shogun is in good health, and who knows, a change of...
You mean, leave the plane of euthymia? It's unnecessary, as far as I'm concerned. But, all right then. Oh, since the theme of the day is a change of pace, you can just call me A. I'm not a great fan of...
What? But you're just A's consciousness, aren't you?
I have my ways. I would never subject myself...
Diligence and dedication. Hard work is the only path. Diligence and dedication.
Is this the marketplace? It's a far cry from how I... The stores have changed, and so have the...
What is the almighty...
Well, what did you expect? The almighty Shogun makes an impromptu appearance in town? People are gonna freak out a bit.
Patrolling the streets is the Tenryou Commission's job. The Shogun has a lot of information to process and orders to give out. She doesn't have time to deal with it herself. Additionally, the Shogun has no need of recreation. There would be no...
So, what do we do now?
Why? It's not like I'm here to cause trouble.
It was more the ordinary people that never mind.
People still use Mora in commercial transactions, I assume.
Yep, same as ever. Just as shiny and just as hypnotic. Wait a second. Hey, are you mean you don't have any more either?
Of course I don't. There is no need for commerce in the plane of Euthymia. If I ever need something, I can simply have one of the commissions bring it to me. Wait, what do you mean, either? Anyway, people seem to be behaving in a very orderly fashion. I don't see the liveliness you spoke of anywhere.
People aren't exactly gonna let their hair down in front of the almighty Shogun.
What is this stall selling? I don't believe I've ever seen this before.
What's the Shogun doing here? What am I supposed to do in this situation? Shogun, excuse me.
It's all right. Relax. Could you tell me about the items you're...
Of course. I've got all kinds of snacks here. Takoyaki, dango, and milk, and so on.
Huh?
It might sound odd, but you see, many of the stores in town are already very well established. So my idea was to create some new combinations to give customers a novel experience. For example, my latest concoction is this dango milk. When the dango are worked into a viscous form, they mix very nicely with the milk. The focus is not just the taste, but also the unique texture.
Oh, dango with milk. I've never heard of it. What made you want to do this?
I'm sorry, Shogun. I've got no bone to pick with eternity.
I said relax. There's no need to go treading on eggshells. Do you really think the eternity I pursue is something that can be
Why do I feel... Actually, it came to me by chance. A friend was catering once and made too many dango. But there were more than I had use for. My milk wasn't selling well at that time, so I thought I'd try mixing the two as I had nothing to lose.
a chance combination?
The almighty Shogun wants to try?
Nice.
Yeah, it's definitely a drink, but it also...
It's a little bit like... porridge? Anyway,
I'm very glad you...
I imagine that an item as delicious as this dango milk...
Well...
Huh? So it...
Because most people aren't willing to give it a try. They think it's... I'm not saying the almighty Shogun has unusual tastes.
Ah, I see. Well, that can be fixed.
No, almighty Shogun...
Is it? I just want them to try it. It would... Oh, I would no. There's nothing like dessert for improving one's mood. By the way, Miko mentioned that she founded something called the Yai Publishing House. She's always bragging to me about it, but it's difficult for me to really imagine without seeing the place from...
Sure, let's...
Shogun! Almighty Shogun! What brings you to the...
No, not at all.
Apologies. I still don't quite understand. Are you...
she just wants to...
The Almighty Shogun wishes...
Yes.
The Yai Publishing House's novels are mostly targeted at the general public.
I'm just here to try something new. There's no fun in reading the same kind of thing over and over again.
In principle, you're
It'll be fine. If there's anything the Shogun doesn't understand, we'll explain it to her.
Well... Okay, there are some winning entries from the This Novel is Amazing competition. I've just finished compiling them into a saleable... Don't
Okay. Huh. I know every individual word in these books' titles. So why is it that they make no sense to me in the... Take this one, for example. The good thing about being reincarnated as a hilly churl is that I only need to eat Sunsetia's... Is it true that hilly churls grow stronger from eating sunset?
It's just a
Narrative device. So it's made up? What's the point of that? Also, I'm fairly certain that hilly churls can't write stories. So,
Paimon's starting to understand Kuroda's reservations right about now. How about we choose for you? We can...
all right then. I have high hopes, though.
Alright, leave it... This could be a pretty tough job. Let's see what we're up against. With a premise like this, it's no wonder Kuroda... Paimon thinks it might be best not to bring this one up with A. We might get the... Well, if someone turned into Paimon and did a bunch of... What a strange person. Someone like that could easily become the top martial arts pro in the world. You do have a point. And a character so... The suspect Paimon only skimmed through, but Paimon can tell this girl has loved the main character. Right! Yeah, the plot is really gripping. That's all of them. Let's try to explain them to A.
The looks on your faces tell me you found some good stories.
Hey! Paimon thought...
It's okay. I find it quite interesting. She would never use the Muso no Hitotachi as frivolously as she does in the pages of this book. Nor would she ever use it as a means of venting emotions. In reality, the reason for drawing her blade determines the mark, since there is such a great deal of difference between the story and the reality. That said, I hear that which means that the content of this book must have been approved by her.
So what do you think of Yae? Do you like the stories?
What I take from these stories is not so much the content. Back when I decided to isolate myself in accordance with my wishes, the Shogun did her best to create an eternal nation. A nation that... But the fact is that both the food and the stories have changed. I disagree with your point of view. But the truth is right here in front.
And that's exactly why we brought you out. Sure, it's not the same as you remember, but one way or another, people...
Yes, you're right. I'm wary of any and all change. Thank you for inviting me out. This trip has been quite... This may be an everyday occurrence for you, but for me, I've seen a lot, and it's made me think...
Ooh, great idea!
Take a photo?
It's okay. Come...
So...
We're taking a photo, basically, of...
Okay. So what I see. The more I... How should I pose? Help me out here. This doesn't feel very... me. All right. Well, I'll leave the decision to casual. Okay.
Let's pick a good angle...
hasn't seemed to be able to move or talk. I thought it would turn out poorly because I felt rather rigid. The pose is exactly the same, and so is the scene.
That's what makes it so...
Hang on. So, the one... If it's not me, then why does she look exactly...
Okay, that's way above Paimon's head. Over to you, Traveler. Hey, that's right! Do you...
Of course I do. It was never my intention to place control of Ina's...
So then, who does that...
Well, I'm still me. There is no doubt about that. I am me. There is only one of me. The Shogun, for example.
In that case, this pitch...
So even I, who seeks eternity, then how can I ask Inazuma and everyone who lives here to remain unchanging? Everything I have encountered, it would be incorrect to conclude both the vision hunt... Perhaps...
Sounds to Paimon like... And that means...
Master Kamaji! Master
Why is it getting... Oh, that sounded like Ippei.
Ippei?
Yep, let's find out... Hey, Ippei! What...
Ah, it's you. Huh? You must... Yes. Master Kamaji still hasn't returned from the negotiation. In fairness, he does have a habit of taking long walks and but for some reason...
Kujo Kamaji.
That's right. Apologies, since the head of the clan is in poor health at the moment.
I have heard that things are quite tumultuous with the
Forgive us, almighty Shogun. The Kujo clan's reputation is damaged, and its power over the Tenryo Commission is in decline. Plus you have... So... Master Kamaji decided to enter negotiations with the Takatsukasa clan.
Surely they would be discussing something like that at their headquarters, right?
Actually... I'm a little confused as to why. The meeting place is in the mountains near the Grand Narukami Shrine. I believe the Takatsukasa...
Takatsukasa. Another familiar name.
Yes, that's why Master Kamaji decided to discuss things with them. I understand they must have had a lot of ground to cover. I've searched all over the city. If he really hasn't returned yet, then... Yeah, I thought of that possibility too. But someone of my rank can't just go venturing into Takatsukasa clan territory like that. No need. I'm probably just overthinking things. Besides, if they're still at it, I'm only a lowly servant. But Master Kamaji and I grew up together. It'd be terrible if anything ever happened to him. I'm not as smart as Master, so I can't really share his burdens. But the last thing I'd want would be for him to come to harm when I could have done something about it.
Let's go see what's happened, with me present. Besides, this has only come about because I failed to make a timely decision.
Thank you so much, Shogun. Let me mark out the location of the big...
I can't think of a reason anyone would want to build a structure. I feel something.
Huh?
We should proceed with caution. Illusion shattered!
How's this? To the fairy.
Why are there Ronin here? This is a Tenryou commission base.
Something is not right. We must remove all those who stand in our way. Insolent!
No touching! Pew! Boing, boing, boom!
Solidify!
My blade!
Yeah.
Torn to oblivion!
How's this?
Illusion shattered!
The fairy.
This is order.
My blade. See no more.
Shine down!
Finally, I boom.
Gather.
To the fairy.
Stabilize.
There is no escape!
Finally, I.
Now you shall perish!
The fairy. See no more. My blade. Finally, I. To the fairy. Let's get down to business.
Illusion shattered!
With the wind.
I will have order.
Blazing delight! Dumpty dumpty boom! Boing boing boom! Woo!
Perfect distance.
Inazuma shines eternal! There is no escape!
Finally, to the fairy. Let's get down to business.
Order guide you.
Blaze over! Access denied!
Torn to oblivion!
To the fairy. Wind blade.
Solidify.
How's this?
Shine down!
No touching!
Stabilize.
To the ferry?
Let me try this.
Disappear! I will have order.
Born of ice and frost.
Fall before me! It over!
La la la. For Rex
I'm
Lepus.
ready! Gather! Light up your head! That won't work.
Now you shall perish! Illusion shattered!
One good cut. You win this.
It's Kujokamaji.
Almighty Shogun!
Shogun,
Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan.
Oh, we're just discussing some minor issues that have
And these minor issues warranted the secluded location and the high...
Well, there's been a lot of turmoil.
Silence. Descendant of the Kujo clan.
all right. I came here intending to negotiate, but it turned out all...
A written confession?
Yes. A statement acknowledging every crime committed by the Kujo clan since the inception of the Vision.
All factual statements, of course. Not a single one.
I can't deny that. But it also emphasizes the Takatsukasa clan's achievements throughout the document, claiming they stood steadfast all along and these are all...
Says who? Why, you two...
I'm just stating the facts. I'm sure the almighty Shogun can discern the truth. All the Takatsukasa clan is trying to do is make themselves look good, so they'll be first in line. Why else would you push a false narrative in the written confession that paints your clan in a good light, and try to make...
What are you talking about? You're not under duress, we're just negotiating here.
I believe I now...
Don't listen to his nonsense. I'm sure you're well aware of the major failings of the Kujo clan. Surely you, of everyone, knows. Not a single...
You are quite mistaken if you think your dispute is of any interest to me. Descendant of the Takatsukasa clan, you wish to be...
Well, yes, of course. It's the eternal pursuit of everyone in the Tenryou Commission to...
Then the situation is not as complicated as you seem to have made it. After all, I am the one...
Sorry.
The first Tenryou Commissioner demonstrated his will with the blade in his hand. That is why the title... If you want me to appoint a new clan, then naturally... Do you not know how to wield a blade? Or do you simply doubt your abilities on account of your advanced age and declining physical condition? Here you are talking about offering your life, and... Well, never mind. What about one of you, then? Does not a single person...
I will challenge you all.
What?
Descendant of the Kujo clan. Regrettably, even if you win again...
I realize that. I don't stand a chance of winning against you anyway. I know even when I was executing the Vision Hunt decree, I had doubts about my father's decision, but that was as far as I went. I doubted, and I accept the Kujo clan's decline as punishment for my deeds.
To be brutally honest, for someone of your strength...
Yes. But if nothing else, just as the Shogun said, a forefather, then please, let me... This is my last...
This is patently me, but I accept. The Kujo clan's honor was forged with courage, tempered with integrity, and shines beyond life and death. Show me whether your blade can bear the weight of your name.
Ready to learn. Almighty Shogun.
Another anomaly in eternity. Nevertheless, it appears that the Kujo honor still courses through your veins. Kujo Kamaji is wounded. Descendants of the Takatsukasa clan, you may not have the courage to challenge me, but I trust—
Yes, of course. I apologize.
I had heard that the Kujo clan is no longer fit to shoulder the work of the Tenryo Commission. However, following this duel, in the meantime, I expect the Takatsukasa clan to continue support—
As you instruct, so it shall be done.
Finally, if you still think you can copy the Fatui strategy of providing me with deceptive information to produce flaw, you will see me appear once again as I have done today. Only next—
Understood. Thank you.
That will do. I will have the Okus come with me. Let's find a quiet place. There's—
When it's time to deal with the situation—
Oh, you think so? I thought I was rather accommodating. If it had been the Shogun, she would have decapitated— I do believe he was prepared for that The Kujo clan has undergone a dramatic change from its glory days to its present decline. Kamaji is hardly a great heir to the Kujo. He has shown me how some things remain the same. I also have you to thank. The things we experience—
So what's next for the Kujo clan? Will they get to
Not a chance. Even if their heir was someone who showed promise, still, I will give them a little more time. After all, the Shogun does not make mistakes. She is incapable of doing so. I have much to contemplate in the days to come. I think I'll leave that to the Shogun. The greatest threat— As I said, the Shogun has a robust system to protect her against modification. But I've made up my mind. So, this has certainly been a memorable—
Absolutely. You sorted out the Tenryo Commission and the people in the city. If you enjoyed your trip, we should get you out again sometime.
No need. Also, please stop me. Okay, my period of solitude will now continue, but it will not last too much longer. I will leave you—
Okay, see you next— Considering a lot of what happened, the only thing left to—
Did you now? How what a shame I didn't get to see it. It's fine. So, that's the most—
Yeah.
To put it nicely, even— Anyway, next time you wish—
What?
Because she is but you don't—
There's a basket lying here, too.
Hey!
Judging by his appearance, he must have collected.
Should we wake him? Sounds like he's whispering something.
It seems that he thinks he still has work to do. There's a camp nearby.
Next on the agenda. Next on the agenda. Access denied. Perhaps whoever left these behind was also fulfilling a contract. We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda.
How is he? He won't...
He's worked himself into a stupor. Thankfully,
Hyman heard him talking about digging for something.
it's certainly a possibility.
It looks like there... Are these... I just witnessed the memories within these ore fragments. This person brought...
How he came to be here,
So he was kidnapped. But if they didn't need him...
unless something happened.
Ugh. Hyman's had enough.
Oh, wait a moment. Seeing these fragments is
What is it?
Something.
As I mentioned, before I met Uncle Dai, I was in a daze. After setting out with you, I was so happy when Uncle Dai enlisted you to help. These are some crystals that I bought from the market. Not any old crystals, mind you. This purity is extraordinary.
It's beautiful. Oh, and the colors change.
But of course. And this one is for Huh?
On the contrary. But thank you.
I'm pleased you like them. Oh, I see more rocks over there.
You sure like...
Ores are the crystals of the earth. Get some rest and call me when you're ready to set off.
Rest easy. However, the
Huh?
traveler. Does
You mean the ore that Kunjun's looking?
Dragonfall is an incredibly rare ore.
Elemental reactions can produce...
Indeed, they can. However, Dragonfall first emerged in the... And yet they are crystal creations all... Why is it then?
Yeah, if he knows... Weird.
There are those in the mining trade.
Ulterior motive?
A conclusion that is present. Don't forget, we're drawing closer when you're well rested. We should ensure this miner is settled here at the camp. Violet grass is a plant that enjoys a more...
Kunjun!
No problem. I'm done here.
Any results?
There are many beautiful rocks here, but nothing. Then again, the memories of ore can shift with the passage of time, and, difficult to say. I feel that ore memories tend to be...
So there's never any...
Rocks endure, but as eons pass, their memories are erased. Those memories that survive are rooted...
That makes sense.
Indeed.
Summit. Defy. Gather.
Windblade!
Wow. Such an immense tree.
And there's so many mysterious-looking crystals up there.
This ancient... Let's conduct separate investigations. All right, then.
Kunjun, can you see anything?
Well, there is this stone tablet.
Doesn't seem very interesting.
Huh. It's worth a try, surely. This is...
Hey, what's wrong?
just a bit lightheaded. It's past. Not...
Whatever. Paimon's going to... If you don't try...
Oh.
When has Paimon ever... Wait a minute. Paimon...
All of you, come...
Huh? Zhongli's voice came from... Quick, let...
This has been newly dug. It would appear...
Is that a voice coming from the tunnel? So...
Compose yourselves. There is an unusual... Listen.
The missing miners are here. What are they digging for?
I'm afraid that this whole tunnel is the fruit of their strenuous labor.
Huh? That gate. Has it been there all along?
Digging a tunnel to this ancient seal. Had they not been discovered, they would undoubtedly persevere until the gate.
So behind the seal, there's... What do we do? We can't hurt them!
Excellent. Taking revenge for sealing me away will be all the easier.
So, the little girl is your power incarnate. But if you recall, Ejdaha, this is not how we intended for events to transpire.
Waste not your words. Your life is mine.
Watch out!
Allow me.
You've recovered. How can that...
Focus your efforts, Morax.
No touching!
This one's not enough. You would forsake me again?
If that is what you choose to believe, so be it. He who bears the weight of memory is destined to shoulder the burden of truth, as it ought to be. Stabilize! This is order.
Cowardly insects!
Born of ice and...
Crumble!
Solidify!
There is no atonement for 1,000-year pain!
Gather!
For Rex Lapis! Next on the agenda...
Be crushed! Morax! You think you can destroy me?
Behind schedule.
Careless! Solidify! Gather!
No touching!
Fisher!
We're way behind schedule.
Detestable! Come, experience an eon of suffering! The enraged Earth
We're way
will not
behind schedule.
absolve you!
Come on! Focus!
Stabilize!
Access denied.
From rock to dust, sooner or later.
I will have order!
Born of ice and frost. Blaze over.
Morax. 1,000 years after...
You should call it by its name, Ajdaha.
Fate? Fate? So here lies the wisdom of the gods. Destroy all deemed redundant, endless tyrants.
No. You have...
That voice...
Ajdaha.
Huh? Couldn't you...
Morax. Ajdaha. The very...
During the battle, you imbued...
Yes, it was all I could manage. Forgive me for concealing the truth, traveler. Allow me to elaborate. Up heaven and earth, yin and yang.
So...
No!
When the seal loosened, your power manifested in this world as a child. With this new identity, that's when it occurred to you. The loosening of the seal constituted an opportunity to strike back. Kidnapping...
The audacity! Are you insane?
I was another power awakened with the loosening of the seal. I was barely conscious. I couldn't remember who I was. Only the past would elicit a reaction from me. But
I had sensed that something was amiss when you mentioned Dragonfall.
Don't blame yourself. I have changed beyond all recognition. It's been so long. A secret beyond all...
There would be no harm in it.
Ajdaha was once a friend and ally. The memories of rocks do not last long. Erosion ground Ajdaha, now in...
What would you expect? It was humanity that attacked
This much is true. Which is why you attacked the chasm. In the beginning, in erosion. Some of his power to prevent further erosion. And so, we became you. And from your will, I am your final contract. Witness the promise between Ajdaha and Morax.
No!
I am the remnants of Ajdaha's benevolence. The echo of a contract set in stone.
No! It is I, Ajdaha, for...
Morax.
A lord over insects is nothing but an insect.
You forgot yourself. Nobody held Morax in higher regard than you or I. That which you have forgotten, I hold here in my heart. All powers under heaven, rise and fall of land and sea.
A star appears within the wild. A sun ascends as... Straight.
You are spent in the wilderness. Snow falls on a spring day. In an instant, it will melt.
No!
Perhaps it isn't. But it remains.
More axe!
The little girl vanished!
Are you satisfied?
I had to make amends. So, Morax. You call yourself Zhongli these days.
I do.
Well...
As you please.
I never did.
I hardly lifted a finger.
And yet, you could see.
Your power is... Shall we get going? You...
Surely the pressing matter...
Indeed.
Huh? How did we get here? We need to go back and check on the miners!
We're way behind schedule.
So there you are. My men and I, we found Mao in a tent at the campsite unconscious.
Nothing.
Cave? They're exhausted, but not in danger.
Right. Well...
So you're taking them back?
That's right.
Can I come with?
No problem. You rescue...
Kunjun, we should be...
Not I. Once I'm gone, the true owner will accompany the miners back to Liyue. Kunjun hails from a family of famous artisans. He too will be famous in time.
You always did have a...
Curious how swords and daggers are blind. Yet their creators see so much.
Ejdaha.
I can...
Today I am just an...
Even you met some...
No matter. If that day comes to pass, Liyue must...
And how will Liyue fare without Rex?
Even without a god above, this remains a nation of men.
All life is shaped. That's on... You may live forever.
I do not pretend to match your rhetoric when it comes to this...
Were it not so, you would have killed me long ago.
You've brought a smile to my face. When all is said and done...
That day in the chasm.
A heart of stone is a heart nonetheless. But I am the god of contracts, and was for a time a god of the people of
You chose justice, but did not forsake your kindness.
The movements of the Earth Dragon can tremble the earth and shake the heavens. With your abilities, even at my full strength, I struggled to confront you.
Hence, do not forget that I was there with Liyue's founder. The face may have changed, but the content of the contract remains intact. Old friend.
Thank you, Ejdaha.
My life is nigh on eternal. I will go on with the infinite flow.
You're leaving?
If it is fated, Morax, we will meet again.
Yes. Don't...
Whoa. That was so weird.
In fact, we have yet... He was. Centuries may have passed.
In our last tale, Rex Lapis was walking alone in the mountains. He heard a remote voice, unlike any other, coming from a crack in the earth.
Most of the ancient geo-life forms that live below Liyue are blind, having not seen the sunlight for an age.
The voice was sometimes sad and song-like. Other times it was loud and thunderous. The Lord of Geo searched here and there before finally unearthing a strange stone from the bedrock.
That's how Ejdaha was. I answered his wish and took him above ground.
The Lord of Geo took pity on the rock spirit and carved it into a magnificent work of craftsmanship, a vivid representation of a dragon.
I bestowed him with a pair of eyes to see the world and came to an agreement with him.
With his fingers, he made 2 eyes. Quicker than words could tell, lightning flashed and thunder roared, and a living, breathing dragon soared into the clouds!
I agreed to let him live among the people above ground. But if the day ever came when he brought ruin to order, he would once again be sealed in the dark.
The dragon accompanied the Lord of Geo, fighting campaigns alongside him in the 4 corners of the world. We have a saying to eulogize these events. The crash of a spear brought billowing dust. The mountains and waters made way at the sound. The sight of a dragon bestowed with a touch the promise of rainwater blessing the ground.
A 1,000 years ago, Ejdaha attacked the chasm. I tried to obstruct him, fighting him tooth and nail. During that battle, Dragonfall was born. Despite being the victor, I could not claim to be stronger than he. And in his heart, he still retained an out. He was willing to be sealed away. But as the erosion set in,
Even I cannot avoid it. But there is something. The greater the power, the greater the danger erosion may bring about. Personally sealing away an old friend. People abandoned that I was a god of...
You still care a lot about Leo.
Call it... I must thank you.
No worries.
Oh? About what?
Oh, yeah. So, not long he told us about Conria and the punishment of the gods. Zhongli, you're a god.
I...
Why? You can't even give us a threat of...
I understand.
You mean another past grievance?
It was signed before it all began. You two are friends to me. I can assure it brings me no...
Would you be ready to find out?
It appears your understand. There are many events of ages past. They have been eroded by time. But you are capable of finding them and bringing... Those who come to witness will witness. If you take the same road as that person, there may be more difficulties ahead.